One thing I've noticed with this Mega imaging is to get the best picture, I need to spend a little more time tweaking my settings. With the old 455, you could get away with that sensitivity and contrast setting, you know, be somewhat close, things would show up, you see them, it's all great. But to get a really clear, crisp image with that high Mega frequency, I spent a lot more time using the sensitivity and contrast, and the chart speed has made a big difference too. Usually with 455, if I was going 4 miles an hour, a lot of times I'd just put the chart speed at 4 and things would work pretty good. But with this Mega, it seems if I'm going like 3 miles an hour, I might have to have the chart speed on 5 to get a real nice picture. If I'm going 5 miles an hour, I might have to be up on 6 or 7. Sensitivity with Mega, it seems like I get a better picture if I have the sensitivity a little higher than the contrast, whereas with the 455, a lot of the lakes I fish in the bottom they have, it was opposite. One quick way to find the settings that are best is to go over some hard bottom area. It could be gravel patches, it could be rocks, any type of structure like that. And once you get over it, let it get down to the middle of your screen here. And once you get over the top of it, just stop the screen. And then you can go into your settings and on the fly, change them. Now, if your sensitivity is too high, you're gonna get a bunch of white, bright look to it. It's gonna kind of just overpower the image. It's not gonna look good. If you get too low, everything's gonna get dark. So right here, 13 seems to be the best sensitivity. My contrast, I started at 12. I'm gonna bump up to 15 just so you can kind of see what happens. That actually doesn't look too bad. It really makes the gravel around the rocks really pop. It actually looks pretty good. But right now, I'm just gonna set it 13 sensitivity, 13 contrast. My chart speed's at 5, and you can see this is a really nice picture right here. Okay, so we just ran over all that structure with our Mega imaging. We're gonna switch it quick to 455 and go over the same general area just so we can kind of see what the difference is when we see those rocks and boulders. With 455, I'm going to set my sensitivity a little lower and bring my contrast up just a little bit. So I'm at 12 sensitivity, 15 contrast, and I got a chart speed. I'm going to slow it down to match my miles per hour a little better. And we're just going to kind of scan over this and see what those gravel patches and big boulders look like. Now, for most types of structure, it doesn't matter if you're on the 455 or the Mega. If you see gravel patches and rocks, they don't have to be crystal clear. You know that's an area you need to check out, and a lot of times spots that those smallies will gather on. It is nice though with the Mega where you can have that real high def picture and then zoom in, and you can zoom in like 3-4 times and get right up to that rock, and if there's fish laying around there, you'll be able to see them. But here you can see on the 455 those patches showed up, the big rock showed up. It's just got more of a fuzzy look to it. Is it bad? No, but it's not Mega. Okay, now for our final pass, we put it back to 800. This will give us all 3 settings we can use, and you can see for yourself which one you'd like to use. Now, if you're scanning big wide areas, 455 is the way to go. You can spread it out 150 feet on each side of the boat, and you can see really good and see enough to mark spots. And then you can go back around with the Mega, do a close pass and get a real high detailed picture. 800 is kind of in between the two, But if I'm just scanning on new water, I'm going to chuck it on 455, spread it way out, cover the water, mark the spots, and then go get a high def picture with the Mega. So now we're just coming back over those patches with the 800. Again, it shows you the gravel, it shows you the rock. It's more detailed than the 455, not quite as much as the Mega, but overall it's a really good picture. And it's kind of that in-between one. Mostly what I'm using right now is 455 or Mega. I barely set it to 800. You might find a use for it where you'll use it more.